everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is April if you're new here, and today we're going over my fall TBR. A couple days ago, I gave you a lot of recommendations for fall fantasy romance, and today I wanted to go over the books that I want to read this fall, between, now and the end of the year, really. And I have a lot of spooky ones, a lot of different ones. And honestly, some of these I'm dying to read and I just need to get to them. I have arcs of some of them. I have them on Kindle Unlimited. I have audiobooks. I need to read them all. So let's get into the list. The first one I'm absolutely dying to read is Eldritch by Carrie Lake. This book just came out. It literally just came out. It's the second book in, I don't know if it's called the Eating Woods series or whatever, but it follows a young witch who was born on the edge of a woods called the Eating Woods. She lives in kind of a puritanical society where women are just charged with any old little thing, and what do you know, her sister is going to be cast off into the Eating Woods. It's called that because it actually kills you, and she goes in after her sister. So and then things happen from there. I love the series by Carrie Lake. Carrie Lake absolutely gives you the fall fantasy vibes, and I need to get to Eldritch badly. We are kind of having a toss-up at Mood Readers Book Club with this book and another book that I want to read that Crystal suggested. That book being Of Nightmares and Fire. I definitely want to read this as well, but both of these books are very long. So that's why we're struggling with trying to figure out which book we want to read for October for our book club. It will probably be one of these two, but this one is High Stakes Trials, okay? This one has nightmare magic, so it gives Freddy Krueger vibes, which is like a huge portion of why I want to read it. It also has an arranged marriage, forced proximity, touch her and die vibes. So you're getting a princess, a spicy book, and I don't really want to know more than that because it sounds so cool. Okay, I really want to be surprised by this one. So Crystal and I will be reading both of these books regardless. We just might, these might be the only two books we're reading on October because like literally, I think one is 700 pages and one is 600 something pages. So why we want to read very long books, I don't know, but 'tis the season for long books, okay? Another long book that I want to read, but I'm going to read it on audiobook, is Fairytale. This book I am waiting for the audiobook on. I should be getting it probably in the next few weeks. This book is a creepy mystery in a creepy town type of thing, okay? Things are happening. I know a lot of people either love it or hate it. I have wanted to read it for a very, very long time. There is a special edition copy out there that I am dying for, but I will not pay hundreds of dollars for. So it is what it is. It's an old arcane edition and I am obsessed with it. And I really want it, but I'm just not going to pay $100 for a book. Anyways, Fairytale. A girl has to go back to her hometown and kind of, I think it's something to do with a will and her parents. And then the town is giving creepy. So that's all I really know about it. Something fantastical is happening in this town. And I need to know what it is. Okay, I just need to know what the buzz is about this book. So I'm going to read it. And the next book is actually an erotic horror. But I am obsessed with all the art that the author is sharing about her book on her Instagram. And I really want to read this book. It's called Maleficent. It is a dark erotic horror, like I said. And I don't exactly know what it's about. Let me see if I can read the synopsis right now and tell. Okay, so this book feels like it's an enemies to lovers situation here. You have two people that really hate each other and want to kill each other. However, something is stirring in the north. So there's an even bigger, badder thing that both of these two people are going to need to team up to fight. And it's kind of cool because it says something like the dead don't stay dead and magic is stirring. So it's like some kind of epic, dark, creepy situation. There's definitely lots of fighting in this, like fighting scenes in this. And again, I'll pop up some of the art that I saw. It's so good. I actually don't really love the cover of this book, but I think that the art that the author is putting out is really, really great. And it's making me want to read this book. Okay, it's making me want to read this book. So I'm gonna. And then we have Splintered Kingdoms. This comes out in November, so I'll be reading it in November. This is the second book from Smoke and Scar, which I'm absolutely obsessed with right now. We did read it for Mood Readers Book Club. I loved it. Crystal gave it like a 3-star, but I'm obsessed with it. Okay, I'm obsessed. This book, the first book, was about trials. Again, you're following a fairy, like a fairy girl. Okay, she's definitely a fairy. She has the wings and she's a warrior. She's like 200 something years old. And then you also follow this human prince. They cannot wield magic like the fae do. So they actually have to like use spell work and stuff like that to wield magic. But they're all going into this trials that nobody has come out of yet, to see who will be the king of all the kingdoms. So they're going to be like getting a crown type of thing, the winner of this is. But you have to basically appease the gods in order to do it. This is definitely one of those where the gods are playing the puppets, puppet strings type of thing. But you also have like a dwarf guy, you have like a vampire dude, you have so many different creatures in here that it's going to give you those found family vibes of like Lord of the Rings. Definitely has like those type of vibes here, and the trials are great. The trials are so fun. The trials are so fun. You never know who's going to die, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. There's definitely some twists and turns in there, and then you get this kind of epic romance at the end. It really, really, really was fun. Like, it was adventurous and fun, and I loved it. So I'm gonna read the second one, Splintered Kingdom, for sure. And then of course I'm gonna read Brimstone. Like, that's gonna happen. The next book from Quicksilver, it's gonna happen. Like, I don't even need to tell you about this book. Okay, just know Brimstone is on my TBR. It will be read. It will be read sometime shortly after it comes out. I cannot wait for this book for sure. And then I'm really, really getting into my post-apocalyptic time of the year. like I just love these type of books. I definitely want to read Find Her. This one has been on my Kindle Unlimited list for quite a long time. This one is about, you know, the end of the world has happened, and then you have these prisoners in this prison, and the warden asks one of the prisoners to go out and find his daughter and bring her back. And so that's what he's tasked to do, and if he does that, he'll be let go, that kind of stuff. But of course he kind of falls for the daughter. So I think this sounds really cool. I love the landscape of just post-apocalyptic America. Like, what happens after whatever the hell is gonna wipe us off this face of the planet looks like. I want to know what that looks like. I want to see the struggle of people surviving that, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that right now. It seems like something that would make me very anxious, but it doesn't. It doesn't. So I want to read this book for sure. And then Our Vicious Oaths comes out. This is by an author that I absolutely freaking love, and I'm so excited for her to be writing a fantasy romance. I think the books that I read were sci-fi. But I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with all the art again that she's putting out. I just keep getting lots of art from different authors, and this is one of them that keeps coming up. But I'm not sure exactly what this story is, but I kind of want to go into it blind. All I know is I love the author, I love the cover, I love the characters, and I want to read it. And I want to read it. And I don't want to know anything about it. And then this one just came out. It's called Unraveled by Abby Fox. This book is a Beauty and the Beast retelling that's Gothic, but also has Howl's Moving Castle vibes. So that's all I know about this. Again, some of the art has inspired me to read this. I do have the book on my Kindle. Just need to get to it. This book has already come out. It just came out not too long ago. It's an indie, and I am obsessed with reading indies. I have read a book before from Abby Fox, and I highly enjoyed it. So I want to read another one from her, and this one seems right up my alley. Again, it's Gothic, it's with vampires, it's everything that I could possibly want in a fall book. So I'm kind of obsessed with it, and I cannot wait to read it. And then we have this book. I cannot tell you, I have not been so entranced by a synopsis in so long. This book is called When Bones Whisper. It comes out October 28th. This is by Rebecca L. Garcia. I don't think I've read a book from her before, but this is a gothic horror romance with vampires. This is about a girl that starts getting haunted after her entire family is slaughtered. So she turns to the one thing she never wanted to use, which was sacrificial magic. So she basically wants to use the sacrificial magic to kind of get rid of the things that are haunting her. However, when she does that, something slips through and kidnaps her. And whatever happens after that is kind of crazy, because in the synopsis, it says she's thrust into a paranormal world where childhood games turn deadly, massacres masquerade as lavish balls, love that, and the barrier between the living and dead is easily transgressed. I just think that this is going to be like a very supernatural paranormal thing with a lot of blood and gore and vampires and ghosts, and I don't know, but I really want to read it. Like really want to read it. Anyways, it's on my Kindle. I'm going to be getting to it very soon. And then also like slashers are sometimes a lot more summery for me, but I didn't get to this book in the summer, so I still really want to read it. Plus, it's also kind of horror, so you know what? October is the perfect month for that. This one's called No You Hang Up. It's like an erotic horror type of thing, where the girl, you know, like in the Scream movies, when she answers the phone, she makes prank calls on people, like doing stuff like that. However, one time she prank calls somebody who actually ends up being inside her house and then starts pranking her, and then it turns hot and sexy. That's all I know. That's all I know about this. That's all I know. It's definitely one that I think is going to be a little bit more fun, and shorter. And I'm curious. I'm curious, so I want to read it. So if I get through those books, I do have some physical books that I want to try out that have been staring at me on my shelves for so long. First off, I know I've put this on every single TBR, but I have the audiobook of this now. So I think I can read it now. I've been wanting to read it. Obviously, physical books have not been working for me. I need it on my Kindle or I need it on my audiobook. So this one, I definitely really want to read. Hellbent, The Secret Society, you know, think Yale, like the elite of the elite in its secret society, but also magic. Also something about hell and demons and all that kind of stuff. And it was like really good. I loved the first book. So I want to finish this duology really badly. It's been on so many TBRs and I just need to get through it. And I think this is the perfect time of the year to do that. Many people have been screaming at me to finally get to this book, which is The Reign of Shadows and Endings by Melissa K. Roerich. I have not read a full Melissa K. Roerich book, but I did try Lady of Darkness and it was just not hitting for me in the very beginning. I got really confused really quickly and then it just wasn't working out for me. I am going to try it again because I literally got like maybe 5 to 10 minutes in it and I was like, you know, not feeling this, gonna put it down. But Jess, I think, has made me realize that I might like this one a lot more, even though this one is kind of after that series, but I don't care. I don't care. Also, this one's Y2, so I know that, so. And it's got this cool creepy castle on the back and I want to know what that's about. Okay, I don't really know anything about this book. Again, it's one that I'm gonna go into it blind. I don't want to know anything about it. I just know that I want to love it. I just know it's also going to take me a very long time to finish it because it's like a 20+ hour audiobook. So I need to read this one for sure. Another one is the Karina Halley vampire books that I just haven't got to yet. This one's Black Sunshine and The Blood is Love. This is a bind-up edition that I got at Romanticycon. I've been really wanting to read this. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. You can't get any more vampire than that. I think I'll truly love this. Obviously I love Karina Halley books and tis the season for vampires. Okay, tis the season for vampires. I don't know what this duology is about. I know the other one was kind of centered around Dracula, vampires, epic vampires, like the whole society of vampires and trying to figure that out. Listen, I don't know. I just know I love Karina Halley. This book is gorgeous. And I feel like I need to read this. So it's also going to be on my TBR. Hopefully I can get to at least one of these books in this bind up. You never know. And then another one on my list that has just been staring me in the face all the time is this bind up from Ivy Asher. The first book in this is called The Bone Witch. And to me, that just sounds like perfect for 'tis the season for the Bone Witch. Again, I don't really know anything about this book other than the fact that it's gorgeous and it's a bone witch. So magic, witches, something else, skulls, skulls and stuff. Listen, I don't know. I'm curious about it, and I think right now is the time. I feel like right now is the time to be reading this. So it's going on my TBR. Anyways, those are all the books that I have in mind to read this fall, even going into the wintry months. It will absolutely take me that long to read a bunch of books. But I'm really curious about a lot of these. Hopefully, I'm really hoping I get to all of them. Anyways, let me know what one book that you are just dying to read this fall is gonna be, and like what is the one on your TBR that is like, I need to read this book for sure. You know what I mean? In the comments below. As always, thank you for watching. If you got this far and you like my videos, please make sure you subscribe so you can see more from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.